Okay, so it's 12:48 a.m. Sitting on the front porch right now. I was kind of just looking at the moon, the stars, kind of looking at the trees, listening to the traffic. In the distance, it's like a couple miles away. And the reason I'm up so late right now, normally I'd be in bed around 9 something, 10 o'clock. The reason I'm up right now is because of how I felt today. I haven't felt the way that I felt today in over a year and a half before I started working on my personal development. And the feeling that I had today was like the feeling of being completely trapped and overwhelmed by the effort that I'm putting in towards my personal development and transforming my identity into the man that I'm striving to become. And so because I was feeling this way, I always do this. I reflect, and I was thinking in depth on like, okay, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like my brain's about to explode, or I'm so overwhelmed, or like I gotta yell, or just go for a run? And so because I was acting weird and like I couldn't sit still, I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't know what to do right now. My dad was like, bro, go for a walk right now. Leave your phone here in the house. Cut out distractions and just go for a walk. So we actually live like 10 minutes from town, so it's pretty dark and quiet. There's zero distractions. And I was like, I think that's what I need. But because he told me that, he's like, here, I'll just go with you. Let's just go for a walk. And so we went for a walk, and during this walk, we were talking, right? We didn't have phones. It was just us, our eyes adjusted to the dark. It was just the road. We were looking at the moon, the stars, just talking. And while we were talking, I couldn't focus at all. I wasn't focused on what he was saying. All I was thinking was, this isn't productive. What could I be doing right now that's productive, that's actually moving the needle, that's getting me closer to where I want to go? I was like, what could I do that's in alignment with the man that I strive to become? And this is when I realized that I'm too aware. I analyze every single thought, decision, and action that I take, and because of this, it robs my peace. I've been spending so much time consuming content, the type of content that's just straight personal development, and it's all about growth and how I can grow in all areas of life. And because I have so many goals for myself, I want to achieve, and set new goals vigorously, I become so overwhelmed and I don't know what to do. So I just consume all this content, and I'm like, okay, how can I apply this? How can I apply this? And like I said, I'm so hyper-focused. I'm like hyper-focused on what I'm doing and where I'm trying to go and my goals. And this isn't a problem. Like, you should be focused on where you're trying to go, and you should be giving it your all. But again, if it's robbing my peace, I have to take a step back and ask myself, how can I move the needle and make progress but still enjoy life? Because I've spent so much time consuming content, investing in mentorship. It's gotten to the point where I'm so obsessed with growing that when I'm cooking meals, driving in the car, or I'm at the gym and I'm listening to music while doing that, or I'm just listening to silence, nothing, just the road, I'm like, bro, what am I doing? I feel so guilty. I need to be listening to something that's actually educational. And because I'm so hyper self-aware, I'm like, bro, it's eating me alive. It's like, I can't even enjoy anything because that voice in the back of my head is like, do better, work harder. You could be doing something that's actually bettering yourself right now. There's not a moment throughout the day that I'm like, wow, I'm just enjoying this, right? Check it out. I haven't even taken a moment to just sit here and really enjoy the moon and the stars and the life and the opportunities that God has gifted me, all I can think about is, oh, I need to make these videos, or I need to listen to this video because I've been struggling with this specific thing in my life. So how am I going to solve this problem? Well, I'll look up the video, or I'll read a book about it, or I'll go down a rabbit hole for an hour or two. And it's like, bro, when will I ever actually be satisfied or enjoy life? I never will. If I just continue to have this mindset of, oh, I can get better. Oh, I can get better. Oh, I can always be more productive. I can always do something to continuously grow. If I always do that, I'm going to be on my deathbed one day saying I should have and I could have and I would have actually made memories and lived a life that was interesting. And I could have enjoyed life, but no, instead, I put way too much pressure on myself to the point where I couldn't even enjoy it. I made 0 memories, and I never actually done anything with my life, bro. And I'm finally having this realization, like, maybe I do need balance. I've heard so many people on social media just drill this into my brain that, no, can't have balance. You have to be all in towards your goals and accept nothing less. And my whole life, I've lived with this intense obsession, like nothing else matters besides the goal that I set for myself. And if I'm going to focus on something else, not okay. And it's that voice in my head that's just eating me alive. And I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not even enjoying life. And I think it's great to have ambition. It is, and it's really important to, turn that ambition into action, because ambition without action becomes anxiety. So yes, you should have something that you're executing on, and you should be going all in towards your goals, but find a balance to not lean one way or the other all in, but kind of in the middle. Always play hard, but work a little bit harder. That way you can get a good balance. You can enjoy your life, but at the end of the day, not every single day is going to be fun. You will have to put in the work and just be willing to be like, all right, man, yeah, it's okay. Like, I just got to focus on this thing. I got to get it done. But when I get it done, then I can be certain that I earned the fun. So don't get me wrong. When you're ambitious and you're obsessed with your goals and you're all in, this is what I've been doing for the past year and a half. It's allowed me to make rapid progress. I have completely transformed my identity because I consume so much content constantly, every single day. No matter what I was at the gym, I was at school, I was at work. Bro, there was times where I was working at a pizza place with all my buddies so I could use my phone. I didn't have my AirPods. I would take my phone, have it on YouTube. I'd put it in my hood. Cinch the hood, so while I was working or when I was cleaning, I could hear someone spitting some wisdom. And I would put my AirPods in the days that I would remember them. I would lock in noise cancellation. I wouldn't talk to anyone. And all I would do would be consume. I would consume. I would do my morning routine. I would eat my meals. Like I said, I would go to school. I would have my videos on YouTube. I propped up, and I would continuously educate. I would like them. I would put them in my saved playlist. Bro, you don't even understand this level of ambition and drive and obsession that I have. Like I said, it's been amazing. I've grown so much to the point where I've lost so many people. I've changed drastically. Like every month to 2 to 3 months, I'm a completely different person. But the people that are around me and they continuously grow too, or they see it and they understand it, they get it. But there are so many people in my life that I've had to leave behind because of how much I've grown and how much I've changed. And yes, it's a blessing and a curse, right? Yes, it's amazing that I've grown, It's awesome. The real ones always stick with you. But I've noticed that, like, damn, bro, I've never actually enjoyed life for the past, like, 1.5 to 2 years. Because all I've done was put pure effort into growing. So much pressure on myself. I would wake up, and I still do this to this day. I would wake up and boom, first thought is, how can I be productive? What can I get done? What are the things that I need to execute on the second I wake up? There's times that I would wake up in the middle of the night, boom, think of a video idea. And I was like, bro, I'm like, this is good, but damn, can I catch a break? Is there ever going to be a time where I can just take a moment to enjoy life and to be satisfied? I can't go out and have fun and actually enjoy the fun because I don't feel like I deserved it. Bro, constant guilt. But I came up with a solution this morning. Actually, let me show you. I wrote it down, okay? And I have this huge plan for myself because I know this will work for me. I am going to strategically plan out my days so that I get the work done. I work hard, but I can play later, but enjoy it. So I can live a balanced life and look back and actually make memories, right? So if I earn the fun, there's a lot of bugs out here. If I earn the fun, I won't feel guilty. So here's my plan, right? I'm going to plan out each and every day knowing exactly what I'm doing at what times. Now, this does not mean I'm going to live like a robot. Every single minute is calculated, okay? I'm not going to be like, I need to do this at this exact minute, and at this exact second, I'm going to stop and do the next thing. No, okay? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into Google Calendar, and I'm going to schedule out what times I'm going to be sleeping, and it's going to be between 9:30 and 10 to 5 to 6 a.m., okay? So somewhere in that range. Then I'm going to wake up and I'm going to do my morning routine, right? I'm going to make my bed. I'm going to take a cold shower. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to pray and read scripture. Then after this, I'm going to have my first meal. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to create content. I'm going to work on my program for all my one-on-one clients to give them more structure so they can completely transform their identity. I'm going to eat my second meal. I'm going to go to the gym. And then I'm going to take calls with my clients or any sales calls or any door-to-door sales that I do. I'll have a nightly routine and I'll get my fourth meal in. I'll read some scripture or a self-help book, or maybe I'll listen to a podcast while I just enjoy myself. And then I can go to bed after my nightly routine. Now, this will be like Monday through Friday. And then Saturdays, I can do my morning routine, create content in the morning. Then the second half of the day will just be free. I can enjoy my time with my friends. I can maybe go to the beach. Or, hey, maybe I just want to read a book. Maybe I just want to chill. Maybe I don't want to post on social media and be distracted and consume so much content anymore, right? I've done so much of it, and yes, it's helped for sure. And I have so much knowledge built up. And because of it, I share it with other men. I help other men completely transform their identity, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Because, like I said, I've been so obsessed and hyper self-aware of what I do. I'm like, okay, I've learned so much. I need to help other men achieve their goals as well. Because I feel morally obligated to do that. And if I don't do it, I would be selfish, because I know that there are other men that have been in the exact shoes that I've been in, right? Going to the gym a little bit, but you still feel stuck, right? You don't know the exact principles behind fitness and nutrition. Trust me, bro, I've spent months educating myself and applying the things that I've learned, and I've changed many, many lives. Whether it's friends, clients, family members, doesn't matter. I share my knowledge, they apply it, and their life has changed. That is so fulfilling to me. And mindset, same exact thing. Months of content. And I've invested in mentorship. I've spent $13,000 just in coaching in the past year. And growing my business in personal development, doesn't matter what it is. I've spent so much money, and it's because I don't put a price on my overall health and personal development. This is me. I am me, and God has gifted me one body and one life. I'm going to take advantage of it because I'm genuinely grateful for it. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow a specific plan Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday will be a little bit different, okay? That way I can get work done, but also enjoy life, make life actually memorable, and so I can live a balanced, healthy, happy life. So this is going to be extremely hard for me because it's not what I'm used to. Obviously, I'm just used to being extremely obsessed with the goals, and nothing matters but that. Because, like I said in the past, or I guess, I don't know, maybe a few minutes ago, is that when you're extremely ambitious, it's very easy to be obsessed and hyper-focused on your goals. But because of that, it's like you become completely oblivious of the things around you. So what I'm going to do is actually use the law of detachment. Now that is for a completely different video, but again, it's just something I learned after consuming months and years worth of content and educating myself and applying the things that I learned. But basically, the law of detachment is I'm going to stop chasing the man that I want to become with intense obsession and hyper focus, and I'm just going to move with calm conviction. So now I'm going to be living in a way that is structured but systematically. So basically, like I said, I'm going to plan my days, I'm going to plan my weeks, and each task that I execute on each day is just going to move the needle, and I will wake up with clarity and conviction, knowing that each action that I take is in alignment with the man that I strive to become, and it will shape the identity that I'm going for. The way that you can move with calm conviction is by just having a plan that you know you can execute on, but that plan is in alignment with who you strive to become. You check the boxes each and every day, and you're present. That is it. Live in the moment, check the boxes, and be sure that your actions are in alignment with who you strive to become. And it's that simple. When you have the clarity on your goals and you live in alignment, you can now walk with calm conviction, knowing that your goals are already yours. The things that you desire are already yours, but what it comes down to is timing. That is it. So when I do this, each and every day won't be so overwhelming, because something I have done for the past year and a half, which has helped me, is having a checklist of the things that I know I need to get done, but I was poor at managing my time. And because I didn't feel like doing something in the moment, I'd be like, I'd rather just seek dopamine, and I kind of got distracted. I saw this thing on Instagram, so I'm going to go down this rabbit hole and educate myself on this, and I'll watch 20 videos on it so I get a real deep understanding, and then I'll go look at studies, and then I'll ask AI, and then this, that, the other thing. And then I get so overwhelmed because I'm in such a deep rabbit hole, I can't even understand it anymore, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so overwhelmed now. I don't know what to think about this. I'm wondering how I'm going to apply this, and how am I going to apply this with all the other things that I've just learned, right? So now when I live in a way that's strategically structured, just like that, I won't be so overwhelmed. All I have to do is be present. I just have to show up, follow the plan, not my mood. I'm not going to just be winging each and every day. All I'll do is just show up and just be like, bro, I'm chilling. I'm going to work hard right now, get these tasks done right now, and then enjoy life just a little bit. Have some fun. Live a balanced life. But I genuinely think that it's difficult to enjoy the fun if you don't put in the work first. So remember this: ambition without action leads to anxiety. And that's something that's eaten me alive, is if I'm not actually putting in the effort that it takes to achieve my goals, if I'm not actually doing the work, and I spend more time educating myself and I'm not taking action, I feel anxious, I feel overwhelmed, because now I've consumed all this content, but I still haven't taken any action. So, create a vision, right? Know exactly what version of you want to become. Identify it. Create the plan. Execute on the plan. Work hard. Follow through. Fulfill the promises you make to yourself. Meaning, if you're going to plan out the day, saying, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get up at 5 a.m., I'll do my morning routine, I'll go to the gym, I'll go to work, and then I'll hang out with my family, whether it's your kids or your wife or your girlfriend or your friends, whatever it is, and I'll do my nightly routine, and I'll do it all over again. When you make the promise to yourself, you have to fulfill it. And when you fulfill the promises and you put in the work first, enjoying the fun is pretty easy. So, that's it. Create the vision, create the plan, execute, and have fun. Enjoy your life, bro. I felt like I really needed to make this video because I'm assuming that there's other men out there that just feel so overwhelmed, and they are so hyper self-aware, and it just eats you alive. You look into things way too much, and it's like you don't have real clarity on where you're trying to go, and you just have no direction. You have this ambition, but there's zero direction. You just don't know what you're doing. But it really comes down to the three things. So I had a really tough day today, and honestly still right now I feel a little trapped, like I haven't gotten anything done, because there are things that I didn't do today that I needed to get done. But tomorrow is a new day. I'm going to attack tomorrow with urgency, and I'm going to be productive, and I'm going to fulfill the promises I make to myself, and I'm going to plan it so that I know exactly what I'm going to do at what times. Get her done, and I know that when I get it done, I'm going to feel fulfilled. So that's all I got for you. I really hope this helped you. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. If you feel like that actually was valuable, then go check out other videos of mine. I kind of talk about a lot about mindset, fitness, nutrition, those types of things. So yeah, you got it, bro. We're in this together. Growing isn't easy. That's why very few people do it, but that's why you're built different. So yeah, have a good one, bro.